Milestones in tennis usually come with noise, graphics, montages, predictions. Carlos Alcaraz reached 100 Grand Slam matches with very little of that, and that's likely because greatness in the sport, particularly on the men's side of the game, has become so expected. What makes his first 100 majors remarkable isn't a single moment, but is how they compare to the best careers the sport has ever seen, and ultimately, just how it blows almost all of them right out of the water. Welcome to Restrung. This isn't a highlights video, and it isn't about projecting inevitability. It's about understanding what happens when a sample size finally becomes meaningful, and what Carlos Alcaraz's first 100 Grand Slam matches actually tell us when we place them in proper historical context. Most tennis conversations rely on fragments: one slam, one season, one surface. But 100 Grand Slam matches strip that away. By that point, all surfaces are tested, the opposition is unavoidable, and the pressure is constant. This is usually where careers stop being about promise and start revealing their true shape. That's why this milestone matters. After 100 Grand Slam matches, Carlos Alcaraz's win rate is comfortably above 70%, with a record of 87 wins and 13 losses. That immediately puts him in the rarest of company. At the same milestone against the modern-day greats, Federer was below that mark, as was Djokovic. Andy Murray was also below it. Only Nadal was close. Nadal's record at that stage leaned heavily on clay. Alcaraz's doesn't. His wins are spread across all four majors. That alone tells us this isn't a surface-specific phenomenon. Here's where things get even more interesting. By his 100th Grand Slam match, Alcaraz had already played and won more 5-set matches than Federer and Djokovic had at the same point. That matters because 5-set success usually comes later on. Federer learned it through efficiency, Djokovic through control, and Nadal through physical imposition. Alcaraz is doing it differently. He's winning long matches without yet reducing risk. That's historically unusual and structurally demanding. If you compare styles at this stage, Federer blasted opponents off court. Nadal imposed relentless patterns. Djokovic honed reduction of errors. Alcaraz doesn't just do one of those. He combines all of those. He combines all three and accepts the volatility that comes with it. In his first 100 Grand Slam matches, his winner counts are higher than his peers. His unforced errors are also higher than his peers, and his matches have tended to swing more dramatically set to set. This creates spectacular tennis, but what it also means is his wins are often harder than they need to be. Most all-time greats showed a clear surface bias early. Federer leaned on hard and grass courts, Nadal leaned on clay, and Djokovic leaned on hard courts. But Alcaraz doesn't. By 100 matches, his win percentage on hard, clay, and grass are remarkably close. That tells us two key things. His fundamentals travel extremely well across all surfaces, and that his game isn't fully optimized for a particular surface. Historically, that combination leads to brilliance. If you strip styles away, surfaces, and eras, one comparison keeps resurfacing. Björn Borg, not in how Alcaraz plays, as their games are very different, but in how quickly the milestones are arriving. By the time Alcaraz reached 100 Grand Slam matches, only Borg had moved at a comparable pace. That doesn't mean that Alcaraz will end up with more titles than Federer, Nadal, or Djokovic, but it does mean his timeline is historically unusual, and timelines in tennis matter. Alcaraz's pace forces another question. Not how many slams might he win, but how quickly he will surpass the legends of yesteryear. A few matches after reaching 100 Grand Slam appearances, Alcaraz has already completed the career Grand Slam, and that earlier than anyone in history. That achievement, again, usually arrives later, once a player has refined their game over a decade, if it arrives at all. To spell that out in numbers, he's a full 18 months younger to achieve it than his compatriot Nadal was. Alcaraz has reached it while his identity is still forming, and that is the unusual part. This doesn't mean that Alcaraz is destined to surpass everyone. It means the sport hasn't often had to deal with a player this complete, this early. Only Borg really fits the pacing, and Borg's career didn't follow a normal arc. That's why Alcaraz's first 100 Grand Slam matches matter, not because they define where he'll finish, but because they make it genuinely difficult to say where the ceiling might be for him.